Well, some musical star power is headed to Albuquerque this weekend, and we're very excited. It's for the 100.3 The Peaks annual acoustic Christmas concert, and the show is actually taking place at the Sunshine Theater on this Sunday night, December 12th, and actually it's already sold out.
Yeah,
very popular artists.
Excellent
and some
artists.
of our favorites.
Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
We really like.
White tees.
Plain white tees. Ooh, ooh.
Awesome.
Yeah, plain. But see, they're not fancy white tees. They're plain white tees. And of course, Grammy winner Sarah Bareilles, who I love, Sarah Bareilles, Headley, Ryan Starr, Christina Perri.
Awesome.
Jar of Hearts. Have you guys heard that song?
Beautiful
love that song. It's a little bit bitter.
It is, yeah.
A little bitter. But you know,
well
the thing that's interesting about Christina Perri is that last year at this time, and she's actually, I think, from Pennsylvania, last year at this time, she said she was waitressing. She was waitressing. She was just trying to make ends meet on her tips. She was just trying to write her music on the side, and now look at this. A year later, she's performing. She's on the top charts, so good for her.
Yes, I'm hoping to do the same thing.
You will, Michael. You will. You know, we have to create a little New Mexico-style duet that we can sing on the show.
I would love that.
That'd
be great. We should do that. Honestly, we should. We really should.
I love that. And, you know, Sarah Bareilles, I just want to get back to her for a second because she's really come a long way, too. I mean, she's been on a lot of the other shows promoting her work and, of course, like I said, a Grammy winner. But that new song, King of Anything, I love that song.
Excellent. As soon as it came out, it was like a really poppy, you know, melody. It got me going. All my friends were looking at me like, dude, what are you doing in the car? I was like...
Let's talk about that for a moment. What do you think about driving in the car? Because that is when I do my own karaoke moments.
Oh yeah.
I always put on the instrumental versions of songs. So if you pass me on the street and you see me just singing my heart out, please don't make fun of me. This is my only time to really sing.
Yeah, I sing Air Supply and tears actually coming out.
Oh, I love it. I'm all out of love.
I know. I am too. Oh, sorry. That's great stuff.
There's actually a song that makes me cry by Sarah Bareilles. It's called Gravity. Every time I hear it, I cry.
Oh, really?
She makes me cry, yes. And, you know, yesterday, I don't know if you saw the show, but Chris and I were talking about weekend movies that are coming out. And tonight is the Johnny Depp movie with Angelina Jolie. Doesn't that look great?
Looks great. Looks great, great. A lot of hype about that movie, so I would love to see it.
I would like to see that, and I also want to see the movie with Mark Wahlberg. About the boxer.
Oh, yes, that's right.
That looks really good,
Excellent stuff.
A lot of good stuff coming out.
Coming out.
Didn't you say you saw Harry Potter?
I saw Harry Potter with my kids, and they loved it. I loved it. You know, I don't follow the Harry Potter series, but I love that movie. I enjoyed it very much. So I can't wait for the last part 2 of that coming up.
There's a lot of really good movies. This is the season, and you know, coming soon, and we'll be telling you, of course, here on New Mexico Style, we'll be getting the Golden Globe nominations. That's of course for TV and film, and then before you know it, it's Oscar time. So this is the season where people are really judging the movies more, not just so much enjoying them, but judging them, because now they're saying, oh, this one, Black Swan. Oh, have you heard about that one? Natalie Portman.
Awesome.
First of all, she's an incredible actress.
Love her.
But I heard it's very dark.
Is it? Well, she gets kind of weird, odd films, actually, she's been selecting, so...
Well, she's so talented.
She is. She's amazing, I have to say. Yes, wonderful.
And people are saying that this is one of those movies, so if you are planning to see a movie this weekend, if you do see Black Swan, I don't know if I would take the kids. It's not a movie just about ballerinas. It's a little dark, and it's one of those creepy, scary movies. So
if you do see it, write us and let us know what you think about it, really.
Yeah, we'd love to hear. Of course, you can always send us your feedback, and we want to hear what you're buzzing about in entertainment. Just go to, of course, nmstyle@casa.com. That's how you write us a note, and we'd love to hear what you have to say. Now, I'll tell you something else you'd love to hear. You know, I keep talking about Michael being this talented artist, and he's going to have a CD out soon, but wouldn't you like to hear a little bit about what I'm talking about? See how he sounds?
Right now?
Yes. Yes. Check.
Hello. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here, and here.
Heard them talking about you. Some guy came, took you away. He drove you off in a black Xterra. You were always set on your ways. They say you're just outside town now. In 2 weeks you graduate. Your hair is longer than ever. Sure look great, yeah. And but I'm the same. 'Cause I still fold towels like you showed me, and I wear that coat that you gave me. Still comfortably clumsy, and I get pretty lonely on the left side of bed. On the left side of bed. On the left side of bed, baby, yeah.
Yay!
That was nice of you guys to do that.
I want that on my iPod. Can I get it?
Not available yet, but thank you so much.
You sound a lot like Chris Daughtry. Anybody else think that? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, thank you. And that video is very telling. It was about 2 years ago. And actually, I was going through a difficult time in my life. It's when my songwriting started. But if you notice the video, that was my living room. It was empty. And so that tells a lot. So and it's amazing where I'm going, actually.
Well, as a songwriter and a musician, when you watch something like that, and I always am interested in this with every artist, does the emotions that jarred up inside of you when you initially wrote the song, does that come up for you when you watch yourself sing?
Sometimes too, yeah. Like I lose my breath sometimes. I'm thinking like, I don't want to think about it. But yeah, you remember. Of course, you remember how you felt. You may not have the same feelings, but you just remember how you felt when you were writing it. And so it is sometimes tough to watch, but it very wonderful thing to have, so I can remember, hey, you know what, that's the way I felt back then.
Which kind of reminds me of what you said the other day about Facebook kind of chronicling your life and being almost your diary.
Oh, definitely.
And I think as a songwriter, your music has to be a personal diary for you.
For sure. I mean, it's very, very telling, and that's why I'm excited about my next CD, which will be a lot more happiness, actually.
There's a lot of happiness. A lot of happy things going on now.
Yes, there are.
But I think, and I really do think that an artist thrives when they're down. I know.
It's true,
it does happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's my muse. You know, heartbreak is my muse, unfortunately. But
it's definitely the best muse, and it definitely stirs the most inspiration. And I write a lot too, and for me as a writer, I think it's the same thing, that as soon as you go through something, that's when all the creative artistry comes out in its best form.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Well,
thank you for sharing that with us. We kind of surprised you with it, but we're glad that we had an opportunity to see your additional talents. And
appreciate it.
We'll be looking forward to that CD. And you stick around, because coming up next, we are headed to the kitchen, where we are about to get a real education about some vino.